Hey, everybody, and welcome to Project Talk with James and Glenn. I am Glenn from Fun King 3D, and with me, of course, is my brother from another mother, James from Print and Play.
Hello.
How are you, James?
Oh, not so bad. And you?
Oh, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I'm tired today. I have very low energy, uh, and I'm also a little bit, I don't know, disconnected. I don't know. I'm very dehydrated, so I may lose my train of thought a lot today. It's all good. Don't anybody panic. There's no need for medical attention. I mean, other than the normal medical attention that I need. Look at Mark already throwing down 10 US dollarinos. Coke Zero, I ain't got nothing on me. I'm actually drinking Gatorade Zero today to try to get my dehydration to go away.
I got Diet Pepsi because I was out of Diet Coke. I'm actually switching for a little bit to A&W Diet Root Beer. Go no caffeine for a bit.
That's probably better. I actually I got scolded by my doctor that my something in my blood is high, which means I'm dehydrated all the time. Which, as a diabetic's not good for the kidneys. And I mean, it's not good for anybody's kidneys, but it's really not good for mine. And then he said that drinking caffeine will actually dehydrate you. So even though pop is mostly water, you don't really get the benefits of it. So um, easy day. Thanks, Bob. He said so. It's an easy day to break, Glenn. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I didn't drink enough water over the last 2 days. I was working on a project. I was putting a new deck on my car trailer. So I'll get into that story later. And it's hot. It's really, really hot. In fact, yesterday with the heat index, it was like over 100 degrees. So Mark said I'm having a Gatorade lemon lime. I refer to that flavor as burn your throat. Let me run down the list really quick. Bob Carnes gets bragging rights today because he was number one. And he said, "Good afternoon, fellow lunatics." And I would love to adopt that name for everybody that shows up to these streams, like because people call them followers or, whatever. Lunatics would be amazing, but it could be, it could be a little rough on new people when they show up and we start, welcome, thanks for being a lunatic. Did you blink your camera on purpose?
I did. I just didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that it was out. Scott McClone is here. Hello, Scott. Robbie Mack, Alan Osborne, Bob. We already got Bob Karn. Sergio, HVAC A to Z. Ollie is here. Nadav is here. Mitch 3D is here. Glenn Hogue is here. Oh, it jumped on me. Clint is here. Tony Ryan. I may repeat some names. I don't really care. Mike never let the machines win. Uncle Ron is in. Of course, Builder's Mark laying down the 10 US dollarinos. Chris Lane from Venturi 3D. Maker Viking. Chris Travis is here. Ninja Robot. No way. Long time no see, sir. Long time no see. Dubbed Out is here. That looks like a new name to me, one that I don't necessarily recognize, but I could also be a little bit on the outside. Non-fam is here. Lars Hansen is here. And Ben DH is here. Hello, everybody, and thanks. Thanks for showing up.
So I wanted to start off by showing everybody the progress on the project from last week, which for those who were here last week, it ran late and then ultimately was like it worked, but it wasn't very impressive. So this is where my sub counter has ended up so far.
Yeah, it's funny because James actually sent me a message 6 seconds after we got there, and he's like, "Okay, it's working."
I'm gonna do this. The iconic hello message from the original Macintosh reveal.
I'm gonna full screen you so that.
So the screen isn't currently screwed in, which is why it's a little askew right now. I've got a bit of a skewed view.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yep. But as you can see, I've recreated the iconic screensaver from the original Macintosh After Darks.
Everybody had to have After Dark.
Yeah, I've only done the one, although I can easily scale it to be a couple of toasters. and it just goes through the stats. And we're back to hello.
That's pretty cool.
That's what it does so far. So I want to add a couple extra features to it today if I can. Let's see, what do I got for parts here? So the one thing I've been working on that isn't working quite right yet, bear with me for a sec. I'm also trying to figure out how to give a scale of how small this is, because it's, well, there's my hand. So it's less than, or it's about 2 inches tall.
It's pretty cool. So I had I'm going to say company. I don't know if it's actually a company or if it's just, some folk. But somebody had reached out to me on the Twitters about a product that they're getting ready to release. And normally when stuff comes in like that, when it's like, it's usually the same thing. Hey, I've seen your YouTube channel. Your videos are so amazing, and like pump you up. Could you promote my stuff for free? Usually I just ignore those people. Yep. Almost always it's filament companies, but I don't know. There was just something about this, and what it is they have built a. See, how do I word this without reading this whole entire thing? It is a desk-size LED ticker that displays all kinds of info like stocks, crypto, weather, news, more. It uses uses two 64 by 32 P3 matrices, and it is powered by a Pi 3 A+. And
do they look like this?
Yeah. Your typical matrix, yeah. But I had asked them if they had a website where I could check it out, and they did send me over a link to their Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm really I'm gonna have a hard time today. But looking at the Instagram, it looks like a pretty neat project, and it is going up on Kickstarter, I think. That's where they said. Let me get back to that window. I don't have enough monitors. Yeah, September 14th, it's launching on Kickstarter, and I'm going to throw a link in the description. Again, these guys aren't paying me. I don't know much about them. I just thought it was a neat project, and I wanted to share, so you guys can check that out. And then if you guys are interested, like I don't always immediately fire back and be like, well, what are you going to give me or pay me to talk about your stuff?
But you should.
Usually, but not always. But it's no, I just wanted to share that. So, all right, good night, everybody. Oh.
So the other thing I've been working on, I'm disconnect power. Bob Carna says he's going to build one of these for, I think he said for his wife's channel. So that's cool. They're not an overly expensive build. The display is more expensive. I was tempted to go back and rewrite it to work with one of my smaller screens, because these screens are like $1 a piece, and the screen I used is like $13 for. So that's a 128 by 64 pixel screen, and the one I use is 128 by 128. And the worst part is, I end up using 128 by 90 of the pixels, and the rest are hidden by the case so that it's the proper aspect ratio of the original.
Yeah, but I think if you went to the cheaper screen, I mean, the thing would be so small.
Yeah.
And if you're only building one.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. But so the other thing I kind of want it to do.
What would you say? What would you say it would cost to build that whole thing? Under $20?
Yeah, we're talking under $20 Canadian.
Oh, so like $6.
Yeah, something like that. I think I bought 5 of the mini Arduino, the mini. I'm trying to remember what the model number is, but the mini ESP8266s. I think I bought 5 of them for $30. So like $6 a piece, $10 for the screen, and a little bit of filament. But the other thing I'm trying to add to it, if I can get this part to semi work, I just need to find 1 second. So the other thing I am trying to get to work is that on startup, I want it to do this. That was anticlimactic. To do nothing.
Robbie Mac said, hey, WTH, I walked out of the living room to deal with weekly billing stuff, and you slackers are finally online. We've been online for like 12 minutes already.
We were like barely late if all today. I think we were like maybe a minute late.
Brian Vines has also slipped in here.
Well, this is anticlimactic. Oh, I know why. I goofed, probably. Okay,
Oh.
let's see if this works. No, that's... Oh, whoa. That's like this. Okay, never mind. Just ignore me.
I'm going to pull up and share a photo if it's...
Oh, I see where the problem is. I see where the problem is. This disconnected. Oh. I don't know what's going on now. Oh, that could be a problem, maybe. No, hold on. And... Okay, I don't know why it keeps cycling. This feels like a repeat of me trying to make things work last week.
Oh, why not? You know, like.
I don't know.
I couldn't find the picture I was looking for. It usually helps if you're in the right folder.
Okay, let's rip out everything I don't need. I need that, and I need that. And then this should not hurt anything anymore. Nope. Well, that is a bit of a conundrum. And I don't want to explain it, I just want it to work. And it's literally the simplest thing. It's literally just getting power from the Arduino that I'm plugging in this other module.
Apparently, you're not allowed to have power. I cannot find that photo.
You were looking for that photo the other day.
Maybe it did not upload.
Okay, so that's right. That's right. And that goes there. Knife goes in. Guts come out. It's a Simpsons reference.
Yes.
Okay, goes. So what time do you want to have supper tonight? And I said, let's say 6:45. She goes, okay, I'm planning it for 7 then.
Oh well, you're gonna be like waiting because like at 6:31 I gotta cut out because Priscilla's not home and I gotta feed the kids. So.
Yeah, I don't know what's killing the power to this thing right now. Nothing should be.
I can't find that photo. I'm gonna duck out over here for just a second. It could just be because I'm like spaced out right now, but
I think this module might be drawing too much power.
Oh, that could be.
Let's try a little bit less.
Wow, that's really weird. It is absolutely in the folder where I am, and I can see it on this computer, but I can't see it on the other computer.
That is
Why
odd.
would that be? It's the same network. I need an IT guy. Martine is here.
Should start a company called You've Had It IT Solutions. And just picture all the funny commercials of like people like losing their temper. When you've had it, call You've Had It IT Solutions. But like you had IT,
I got
you
you.
did it.
I am dumbfounded. I found it. Never mind.
Okay, let's see if this works this time. I switched modules.
Pro makers and business owners out there, what title do you have printed on your business cards? I just have Fun King 3D, and then it says, I'm the Fun King. Sergio said, feed the kids, that's what Mickey D's is for. Unfortunately, that's probably where we're going to end up. Martin, no, we're not affected by the storm. It actually kind of hooked west of us, went up through the Gulf, and is going to pummel Louisiana. Did you want to talk about the weather, or were you just making chit chat? Come on, where's that from? That's a great movie line.
You say so.
It's from Groundhog Day.
I actually missed the line.
I said, did you want to talk about the weather, or were you just making chit chat?
That's a fair question, though. Who actually wants to talk about the weather?
All right, let's see. Can I share this? I mean, yes, I can, but I have to. I got to figure out how to very quickly block out my my license plate, because there's nut jobs out there.
There's like out where? Outside your house right now?
Yes. One of
think
them might live on the property.
I was say I don't think Shauna would appreciate that, but
what an adventure last night. All right, so I'm just gonna put this notepad window over the top of. Sorry.
Well, this one's even worse.
I can't see the chat right now, so if anybody is chatting, I can't see it.
I apologize. I'm in a similar boat.
Mitch 3D said, I want an LED matrix just to troll people with passive-aggressive messages. White Castle, it's in your grocer's freezer. Yeah, but the ones in the freezer are gross. I actually have some in my freezer right now, but we're old. We talk weather and health problems. All right, I'm going to screen share this. So that's my project from the last 2 days. You're welcome to look around that photo all you want, and you can ask questions, but I may or may not answer them all, because there's some secret stuff going on in there. But my car trailer, the deck rotted, and I wish I would have taken a before picture. I'm sure I have one somewhere, but there was a gaping hole like right here in the middle, and there was a big hole right up here in the middle by the winch, and I had just a piece of OSB board screwed down over it, which is not weatherproof. But wood prices have dropped enough where it actually. So just a few months ago, it was going to cost over $450 for the lumber to do this. And I ended up doing it. I bought all the lumber and the screws last night for like $280.
Nice.
So Rocky Mac, I can't see the chat right now. Also, Glenn reads the chat. Well, that's because I didn't want to be without reading the chat. So I got it down over here in the window. I don't have enough monitors. I need more monitors.
I've got a bunch of spares, so just pop up the camera.
I already have 3 of them. That's really enough monitors, but I just wanted to share this beautiful project. So,
and guess what? So now I can say what I would like this project to do when you start it up, as well as when you get new subscribers, is to do this. So the snag has been, I have been trying to get this working by having it talk to an Arduino, as you do, and when I connect to it and try to send commands to it, it comes back with an error that says error wrong stack. And the company that manufactures the MP3 playback module, sure that it is in there that it gives that error, but it gives no explanation as to what that might mean. So, I mean, I know my stack is wrong, I guess.
I hate when your stack's wrong.
You got your stack wrong the other day.
Martin asks if that's a wagon for a new big printer. No, but the FK1 may be transported on it to the next show.
There'll never be another show.
There is another show, Maker Faire. Orlando Maker Faire is coming up in November. I've purchased my tickets. I contemplated once again, just for a very split second, on exhibiting, and then just decided I didn't want to. I just want to walk around and hang out in the show and be at the 3D Gloop booth. So, oh, good. David Randolph has slid in, so I can say I got an email that I had an invoice for printed solid, and I thought, oh, is it time for the Jesse box already? And it said on there, don't worry, David, I'm not giving it away. It said on there, super secret surprise, which is my favorite kind of surprise, the super secret kind. And what's in the box. So this box showed up. So I reached out to David and I said, can I open that box? It showed up on Friday. I said, can I open that box on Sunday stream? And he said, no. Next Sunday, but not this Sunday. But he did tell me I could open it and play with what was inside. So you guys have to wait until next Sunday to know what was in the box. Woo!
Well, now I'm jealous.
I can put that back up now for an Untitled logo out.
Oh, so you know what I realized I didn't show off? There's a startup sequence to this little Mac. Because it was already running, right? So here, I'll start it up. So the icon displays when it connects to Wi-Fi to let you know that, hey, everything's good. And it says, welcome to SubOS.
It's really funny that you can actually see the scan lines in that little screen.
Yeah, the refresh rate on it is weird. I tried something new with my other channel because I'm trying to kind of kickstart it in terms of growth.
Oh, now David's telling me I can go ahead and open it. I've actually already opened it. I have it out of there, but I haven't used it yet. Can I still share it? I haven't actually tried it yet. It's beautiful. It's the wrong color, but it's beautiful.
So it's not yellow. You know that. It's probably green. So I tried.
Okay, he's given me the go ahead.
Yeah, let's do that. I will be silent.
Well, you don't have to be silent. You'll be envious, but what I got is blue filament.
Is it PETG?
It is.
I knew it.
But let's see if I can get the focus right on this. Look at that wrap. Look how perfect that is. It's like I don't even want to use it because it's so perfect.
It's freaking beaut.
It's not Fun King 3D yellow, but it's still really exciting. So So yeah, it's the new PETG Jesse filament. It's premium PETG in bold blue. Now we just one of the very first spools off the line. That's so exciting. Now we just got to figure out how to turn it into Fun King 3D yellow. So I'm going to be running that. I'll be running that through the Prusa this week, maybe even on the FK1, and we will see. We will see exactly how that works. It's rare because the temps on the label are wrong.
Oh, is it still PLA temps on it?
Well, I can't. I'm going to cut it open. I can't see because of the foam that's in there. All right. We have a crisis. Never mind. Crisis diverted. I found my Fun King knife.
So while you're doing that, so because I want to get the audio working on this, I actually designed and printed a larger version of this miniature Max. I'm going to go grab that off the printer and show it off.
Okay.
I sent you the picture, right? Of the slightly larger one that I printed off.
No, that you printed? No, I don't think so.
I'll be back in a second.
I mean, I see a larger one that you didn't print.
You ruined the joke, Glenn.
Oh.
You're the worst.
Printing temp range is 200 to 235 C. Bed temp 60 C. Oh, it is so. See, now I have to show this again because I took it out of the bag. Look at that. Oof. Woo. And it smells like cotton candy. No, not really. Dave wrapped that personally by hand. Yeah, each roll is just Dave sitting there like.
So you know what's funny? I didn't notice until the light hit it just right. There's burning on the screen. If I get it just right.
Yeah.
You see it?
No, there's just a big blotch from your light on there.
So if you look around that blotch, you can actually see the outline of a window.
Huh.
Oh, well.
So David, what are the temperatures supposed to be? Maybe we'll fire this up today now that I've got to let the cat out of the bag. And the cat appreciates it a lot. David said, I got the honor of being the first reviewer to announce it. 230 to 255 and bed at 80. 230, 255, 80 bed. All right, now we got to find something to print.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, Brian. It was a 3-hour round trip to go pick it up. And the person I picked it up from didn't speak English, and I don't really speak French. So I used what little French I could, and he used what little English he could, and it all went fine. It's a good story, right? I can tell it again if you want.
Oui, oui.
It's a bit spicy. Ben DH says it's a bit spicy.
That's a spicy meatball.
Mamma mia.
All right, so what should be the first thing that I print? That's a different yellow. It's so shocking when somebody sends me a gift filament and it's not yellow.
Somebody said you should print a Jesse, which seems like it would be appropriate to me.
That does seem appropriate.
So I'm going to go ahead and not do that.
So, so I'm going to do what a guy would do and pretend like I didn't see that comment. All right. Well, I'm gonna duck off then because I have to go to the other machine to slice it. So,
Oh
and
no!
any way you slice it, it'll turn out good.
Everywhere you look.
Now this time I legitimately can't see the chat, but
You couldn't see the chat the other day.
I cannot see the chat the other day.
So I've been trying to get this Arduino to work with this MP3 module so I can get it to play audio on command. And there is a way that I could rudimentarily get it to just play one sound effect, but I'd like to have the option for multiple sound effects. So I'm going to try and get that working today. I do everything as separate projects, and then I just mash it all together at the end. Oui, oui. Bonjour, je m'appelle James. Comment ça va? David Randolph is the only person that loves retro computers more than I do. Maybe. He's a good guy. I don't care what Robbie Mac says. Okay, so we got it connected to the... I guess I can share this Arduino screen as long as I remember not to share it while my API key is up. So let's go ahead and see about doing that. Let's do an add. Nolan Fam says, "Ça va bien, merci, James. I speak French." Uncle Ron says, at David Randolph, could print a Zach-sized Sir Prince-a-Lot. The Amiga was good times. Amiga is a list on the list of things I need to get. So far, I've got the Mac SE. I've got an iMac G3. I've got I think it's a G4 or G5 iMac, the pedestal one. I've got a Power Mac G3, a Power Mac G4. I've got an Apple IIe rather. Needs a new power supply. Commodore 64 and Atari 600. And then I've got just a huge gamut of PCs from an 88 to, I mean, like current modern stuff. All to be featured on Print and Play Retrospective. I feel like continually asking people to subscribe here probably isn't my best bet for growth, but you never know. It's like, I can only get so subscribed. I tried something new, actually. I kind of wanted to try and kickstart the channel because I'm excited by it, and I feel like I'm producing good content over there, and I just need to find an audience.
So I giving away free donuts with every subscription?
No, I actually set up Google AdSense to be able to run one of my videos as an ad. And so it's been running, and I've set it up for $5 a day, which $5 a day basically puts you like bottom rung as to when they'll run your ads. So for like a day and a half, it was like, we've shown your ad twice and nobody clicked on it. And I checked it today, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we've shown it 1,400 times. And out of the 1,400 times, I think I got a couple hundred views, and I got maybe one subscriber, and it cost me $5. So I don't.
It's funny is it's technically buying subscribers, and yet it isn't.
Well, because there's no guarantee for it, right?
Right.
You're buying the opportunity to gain a subscriber. So yes, it started running my ad around 3 p.m. and I went from 240 views on the video to 400 in 2 hours. But only one new subscriber, so. Where do I get my $5 for subscribing? Oh, you have to email YouTube. Uncle Ron says he still has the old white Toshiba satellite for me, which I'm excited about. I also contacted somebody. I found a 486 laptop that is 6 hours away, but just happens to be like a 10-minute drive from my brother's place. So,
well, that's a brilliant scam. Make your brother go pick up all your used junk.
I mean, I've done 45. I've done detours for him already. He'll be like, "Oh, I need this part for my Avalanche," and there's a guy here in Ottawa or whatever that's got it. So then I drive an hour across to get like an hour into town to the person's place, pick it up. Then I bring it to my brother. He's like, "Oh, it doesn't have the 4 pins that I needed with it." I'm like, "Well, how the heck am I supposed to know what's supposed to be?"
There it is. It's laying down the Jesse PETG.
Did you switch to the textured surface?
I always print on the textured surface.
Well, I hate you, so.
That's the only one I use.
My PLA does not like it.
It hasn't even really started printing, already laying down like butter. I hope that didn't just jinx me. Yeah, Robbie Mac, you have to spend $10 to get your $5.
Sounds like government.
Robbie Mac throwing down 10 US dollarinos. Give Mike $5. Mike's Canadian, so I really only got to give him like 8 cents.
Michael, I'll give you the option between your $5 or an autographed photo of myself. You let me know which one you'd rather have.
I never turned on Mark's.
Yeah, I was going to say nothing because I figured you just were mad at him.
I thought I had done it. I'm sorry, Mark. I really thought I had done it. But, I get distracted easy. So I'll leave you up there for a while, and then I'll slip Robbie Mac in there.
Let's see.
Then you guys don't have to share a banner. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Mark. Why didn't you say something? I warned you guys in the beginning of this stream that I'm not 100% there mentally today.
You offended Robbie. You offended Builder's Mark the other day. I have a new video coming out this week, so I have successfully put out videos, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks in a row now. And it's a Pico one because that's what people want to see, apparently.
Well, apparently what we want to see right now is an IDE.
There.
Martin said just today, I'm very dehydrated. I've not. Oh, okay. Let me tell the whole story because it's brilliant. So
I'm just gonna hide the ID quickly because I just realized that the ID from last week is still, in fact, open, and I would prefer people not to see my API codes and stuff.
So again, I decided to replace the deck on the trailer this particular weekend just because the price of lumber was good, and I have an inside source that says it's going to go back up again. So I wanted to get it done right in the middle of the truck project. Doesn't matter. Had to do it. Has anybody, I mean, I know somebody out there, but anybody in the group, have you ever used Pour 15 paint, which is paint over rust? It's well known for painting like car chassis and stuff. But you can literally, you knock the loose rust off and then you paint this stuff over the rust and it creates a chemical bond to the rust and it's super, super durable. Well, let me tell you what, it will also give you a super, super buzz. Use in very well ventilated area. And I was in a large building with a big fan running, and by the like 2/3 through the trailer, Elvis and Jesse Jerry Garcia were there helping me paint. It was bad. It was really bad. And then I ended up with some on my nose, and there's still some on my elbows and stuff. But right on the can, like one of their slogans is, "We know what permanent means." So it was hand cleaner and Scotch Brite pad to get it off the skin. So do you ever seriously think you would be really concerned about the cost of lumber? No, what's really crazy about the cost of lumber is like back when it dropped, like a year ago May, when it dropped like way down, I figured it would go back up, but not up the way it did. Holy cow, that was insane. But with your nose in the can inside a paper bag, oh God, no, that stuff would kill you dead. But I ended up painting. I didn't paint the whole entire trailer. I only painted the parts that I would not be able to reach once the deck went on, because that stuff's also $60 a quart. So I only did what I had to do to be able to put the deck on it. But so yeah, that was Saturday. That was last night. I don't know. Days are missing. I don't know.
I don't
know. So Sean Shenanigans and I, we were going to go to the big box store and buy the lumber, and then we realized, because we had to use the trailer to go buy the lumber, because it's on your nose. No, I went to put the brush in the can, and it scraped across there and flung. I got it on my glasses, which I got off today, and then just one line right across my nose right here. But and it, black, like gloss black. But yeah, so we needed to use the trailer to go buy the lumber, because I have no way to haul 16-foot lumber otherwise. And so then Sean said to me, "Hey, tell Elvis." No, he said, well, is it going to be dry in time? And I said, I didn't even think about dry time, but that stuff dries in 3 to 6 hours. So we ended up going last night and picking up all the lumber, and now it is fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. But I still got to put a bunch of screws in there. I got a blister. I got a boo-boo. I got an owie. And from running those screws through the wood and into the steel, it was overheating my impact driver, which caused that. It burned me. So you can see it burned me. It was so hot. And then so I haven't put all the screws in yet. I was exhausted. So that's as far as it got. But I do plan on finishing it tomorrow night. Like, I wanted it to be all done on Saturday so I could actually have a project done in one day, because that never happens around here. And then it didn't happen. So I thought, okay, that's fine. I'll get it done in 2 days. That didn't happen either. So 3 days. I'm going to have it done within 3 days. Yeah, it was quite the experience. I wish I had a camera back here so that you guys could see this. I don't know if I can stretch this one back there.
I don't know.
No, let's try that one. Yeah, you can't really. Let me see if I can correct that. David said, looking at my filament on the printer behind Glenn, and all I can think of is the scene from Caddyshack where the guy says, "Well, we're waiting." Well, I got some Jessie feet, some Jessie paws. I need to get a longer HDMI or a USB cable. That might be okay, as long as it doesn't unplugs. Was that you or me?
It's me. Oh, good timing.
Oh my God, no, that was scary, because I just touched the USB cable and then.
It's almost like I planned it that way.
Yeah, it's not really much to look at, but it's probably better than looking at me milking stool. A little tall for a milking stool. Uncle Ron said he could have waited for me to get there in November and shared the buzz. There's still plenty to be painted. Again, I didn't actually, the trailer is still gross and ugly and stuff on the outside. I only painted what I absolutely had to before I put the wood back on it. So depends on the cow. Yeah, if it's one of those big jacked up 4x4 cows.
Not quite Thonny. It's actually the Arduino ID. At Mitch.
I really got to get these cables better situated on this machine. So I think this cable is long enough. It's just wrapped up in other cables. I don't know. Is that a good enough view? I mean, can you guys see what's going on back there? 3D printing on this live stream. That's ridiculous. And once again, I want to say that 3D printing has ruined me. Like, just, I mean, we're in there picking lumber out last night, and I'm being like crazy picky about everything because of tolerances. And I'm like, it's lumber. There's always going to be slop in lumber. Yeah, I'd like to be able to like just stick that camera like right in there, but then I can't tell if it's focused or not. Let me pull up the camera settings and see if I can't focus that a little better. Yeah, it's definitely not focused.
The worst part is, so I'm gonna have to, if I ever get this code working, which is feeling more and more doubtful, I'm going to have to port it over to the smaller board, and the pinout is slightly different, so that'll probably add additional challenges.
Well, I mean, you got nothing going on.
It's true. This is actually going to be the next print and play video, which will be 2 weeks after the, it'll be 2 weeks from Thursday, because I already have a print and play video filmed for this week.
Yeah, that's a little better, a little bit more in focus now.
You did it, Glenn.
What's that?
You did it, Glenn.
That's right. Bonus points for me. Oh, and I will say, David sent me this free of charge, unsolicited, and still included a sticker and candy.
Well, that was sweet of him.
Who 3D prints on live streams anymore? We took 3D printing out of the name of the live stream so I wouldn't have to.
No, there is a nerd that has been 3D printing on live streams. I don't remember what his channel is called.
Nerdy 3D printing?
Yeah, something like that.
That's it. I'm going to start a YouTube channel called like the Nerd of 3D Printing. So David said, it's because I'm sweet and stuck on you, but he wrote, I'm sweat and stuck on you, which is
stuck on you.
Completely different and disgusting. Thank you, David.
That sounds like some sort of threat. Like you watch it. I'm going to be on you like sweat.
I had to mute because I got to cough really hard.
Not coronavirus.
Gatorade does that to me. I mean, I cough all the time. They still don't know what it is, but but more technically accurate.
Okay, let's try some different pins because everything sucks. Okay, let's go with GPIO pins 5 and 4. I guess. I don't know.
I swapped the banner over to Robbie Mack now. I know it wasn't an equal amount of time, Mark, and I apologize.
Blue and purple. So RX. 5 and 4. Let's see. So that's pin 5. That's pin 4. Pin 5 is going to be RX, and it's currently going into TX on that side, so that should be good. I think Kayleen's cleaning or something upstairs. So bonus for me, because that means I don't have to clean. Am I a bad person?
Terrible.
I'm a bad Canadian.
I was going to say, is there such thing as a bad Canadian? Sorry, I got swapped the battery on my flashlight, and Xander's charger will do single cells, mine won't. So, and then in this trash of a desk he's got going on over here. Ooh, it looks like it's time to take his computer out and blow it out. It's really dusty. So these flashlights, I bought them off of Wish or AliExpress or one of those. They're supposed to have a rechargeable cell in them, but a AA fits in them. So well, David, I'm printing at 235 with an 80-degree bed, and it looks like it is printing just magnificently. Sergio said, "That's a nice blue. Can we order now?" David, do you want to give anybody, do you want to give out any information on when they might expect it to be available publicly? He said, "Not yet, but soon." That's right. I'm just special. I get to be first. I like being first.
You're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby.
That's right. Second, it's just the first loser. So I have quite the collection of printed solid stickers, which is great because I will take them to Orlando Maker Fair and give them out.
Well, I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty, and I've got who's its and what's its galore.
I guess that's acceptable.
If you want thingamabobs, I've got like 20. Do you get the reference?
I'm assuming that's Dr. Seuss.
No. I mean, I'll say close enough. Somebody in chat's definitely going to spit it out, though.
Uncle Ron said that bed looks like it's flat and 180 degrees, not 80. Well, that's all the perspective of the camera. The Little Mermaid.
There you go.
Of course it would be David. Geek. Brian Mines. No, it's Little Mermaid. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched Little Mermaid. I have sons. They won't watch that stuff. Even though I have a picture of Xander somewhere with the Little Mermaid. I would share it, but I have to be careful what I share online now.
Because he's more famous than you?
Yeah.
Good for him. That little bitch.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's over 1,200 now.
He's got to keep going. He can't become stagnant.
No, he just released a video today. I believe it was today. I haven't watched it yet. I won't watch it till tomorrow because that's my schedule. $1,210 actually. So how about the live action version? It's weird. I don't know if I can handle that.
What, the live action Little Mermaid they're doing?
Yeah.
This thing just doesn't want to cooperate. It should cooperate. It would be nice if it did. Unable to initialize. Please recheck your connections, which, I mean, they're fine.
Oh yeah, I meant to send you this photo via the Twitters the other day, and I didn't. But check that out.
2 seconds. Oh, they changed the boxes now too.
They changed the boxes.
They should have done that to begin with, to be honest.
Yeah, and then I went into Walgreens, and again, I don't know if you have Walgreens. This is a drugstore. It's where I usually get my pop. I went in there today, and that was the pop selection. There's just a shortage on stuff right now, and it sucks. I don't like it. But at least now you know that you're getting the new, now more delicious Coke Zero. Or if you can find the old boxes, you can still have the old stuff. But lots of Canada Dry. Yeah, nobody wants anything with Canada in the name. I had to get that in there. They would probably sell more if they put the maple leaf on there. Wait, do they have the maple leaf on there?
Probably.
Connection
and diagram can be found here, except for I click on here and there's no wiring diagram, I don't think.
They don't have the maple leaf in there. Mike said unsub. They don't have the maple leaf in their logo. That is absolutely shocking. Yeah, they have ginger ale with lemonade, which I'd love to try, except for it's not the zero sugar stuff. So no go. Yeah, they didn't even have any sales because they didn't have anything. So, and then I said to the guy, the cashier, the guy was ringing me out. I'm like, yeah, there's a shortage of pop going on, huh? And he's like, yep. Didn't have anything to add to that. So then is it really Canadian? It probably isn't. I think they're just talking about Canadians' humor. Oh, come on. That was good.
You say so.
I
don't know if anybody here has worked with.
What's that?
I know that you have. I don't know if anybody else has worked with the ESP8266 modules in Arduino, like in the Arduino IDE. But the pin names and the pin definitions are different. So like on the ESP board, I think like D1 is actually GPIO 15. So to access it, you'd have to put 15, not D1. But there is a way to import a file that delivers the mapping. So you can just type in what is on the actual board. And I don't know how to do it. And I've had no luck finding something on the Google for that. I'm just wondering if anyone
tried a couple of projects with the ESP boards. Glenn Hogue said Dollar General has Diet Dr. Pepper 12 packs at 3 for $11 this week. Oh, I might have to go check that out. Sergio said, I think people are starting to hoard stuff again since COVID-19 is on the rise again. So hurry and get your toilet paper now and buy way more than you need. Well, the one of the ladies that works at the Walgreens was telling me that like a lot of their shortages is just lack of truck drivers, which I can believe because with my day job, like I just bid a job in a beach town, and so it's not close to really anything, but yet it's not really far away. But out of 6 suppliers, I could only get one to give me a quote for block and concrete because they're trying to hold all their deliveries close. They don't want to send their drivers out because they don't have enough drivers. I can hear something dragging in there, and that always drives me nuts, and I want to stop it and clip whatever it is, but I'm sure it'll be fine. No, it won't. It's gonna catch and tear it right off the hotbed. Yeah, I buy my toilet paper like a year's worth at a time. Then I don't have to worry about it. It actually worked out the last time with the. I do buy it in quite the mass quantity. I buy it through the Amazons, but it worked out the last time because I ordered it like 2 weeks before the big toilet paper crisis happened. So I didn't suffer through any of that. We just did not eat any Taco Bell through the whole shortage.
I just used the 3 shells like in that movie.
That's right. What movie?
Hold on. Demolition Man.
There you go.
I definitely knew what it was. I just needed a second.
Cub Dot said we got a bidet. It's a life changer. I've never used one of those. I think I would be very nervous at least the first time. I usually just drag my butt around on the carpet like the cats do.
And then blame it on the cats.
Yeah, it seems to be printing beautifully. So toilet paper is so 2019, 2020, 2021. Oh. Oh, the first time is definitely a different feeling. I can imagine. It would make me really, really nervous. And, like my luck, something would go wrong and way too much pressure would come out.
A little spray and pray.
As long as you got carpet, ouch. Yeah, I have that indoor-outdoor carpet that's real scratchy.
Too much fun.
Glenn Hook said, my closest Dollar General almost never has any flavor of soda that I like, but there's one 7 miles away that has a better supply. Around here, those things are everywhere. Like they will build them in the most remote locations. In fact, one town not far from here, it's about 45 minutes from here, their officials have stopped dollar stores in general. Let me rephrase that. They've stopped dollar store type stores they're not allowing any more in their city limits because there's so many of them. I hadn't been into a Dollar General in quite some time because I'm too posh for that. And we had stopped at one when we were traveling over the summer when we were on vacation, and they had the Mountain Dew Baja Blast zeros, and it was the only store that I'd found them at. In fact, they're still not. Like the regular convenience stores and stuff still don't have Baja Blast, mainly not in the zero. So good on Dollar General for that. I probably could have went with a lighter infill on this. It's probably at 20%, which is a lot more than it needed to be, but It'll be a good printed solid Jesse. I have one a mile from my house, one 3 miles away, and probably 6 or 8 within 10 miles. Exactly. So your whole house is deck carpet. Yeah, the good scratchy kind though, not that expensive soft kind. Actually, most of my house is laminate floor. We do have carpet in the bedrooms, but that's only for echo reasons. And I don't mean of the Amazon flavor. Yeah, where I live, we have a Walmart that's 3 miles that way, and a Walmart that's 3 miles that way, and a Walmart that's 3 miles that way. We don't have a Walmart that way because there's a huge lake. But I'm sure they're trying to figure that one out. A floating Walmart. Let's see how much time we have left. About a little less than an hour.
52 minutes.
And this says that it will be done in 50 minutes. I might make it. That'll be great.
Just turn it up by 1 or 2% just to be safe.
I might just do that. Except for I can't remember. How does that work? How does that work in
In what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Octoprint.
There's a feed rate.
Right, but it's a percentage. Do you go to like 101?
Yeah, so 101 is 1% faster, 102 is 2%
Yeah,
faster.
because it's just blank. So I didn't want to put it at like because it's feed rate modifier.
Right.
The feed rate can only be set. It cannot be read back. There's no way to show the current setting. Okay, well that would. And is that is it feed rate or flow rate?
Feed rate. Flow rate is the
just more filament.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go what, 102%?
Sure.
110%? I don't want to monkey it and then have it fail.
Well, if that happens, we'll just blame it on the quality of the filament.
Well, I don't want to blame it on the quality of the filament.
It's not like the manufacturer's ever going to find out.
Yeah, the guy that made it will never know. We'll see what that does because it hasn't changed anything yet. I think it has to wait until the next layer. It's been a while since I messed with any of that stuff. I usually just print and leave. Like,
this is not going well. Par for the course. This is everybody's fault but mine.
Ricky Tanner in the house. How are you, Ricky?
Hey, Ricky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky.
We should start doing this show as an after dark.
It's the pants off, dance off, do.
Yeah, that 2% didn't seem to make any difference.
Well, I mean, 2% is not very much, so.
So let's take it to 110.
No, I just meant like it wouldn't necessarily be visible, but it's going to finish 2% faster.
I want to see it. Never heard that one before, James. Sarcasm.
I give him a nice musical interlude as he comes in, and that's the way he talks to me.
It's that dry, it's that Canadian dry humor.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Pressure. I'm trying a different MP3 module now.
I can actually, I can tell it's moving faster now. So listen, if this print looks good for like the first inch or inch and a quarter up from the bottom, and then it goes to crap, we'll know what happened.
Glenn happened.
It is on layer. I don't know. Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong screen. Come on, give me the information that I am asking for. 287. No, layer number 75. So we can count the layers, and if it's good up to 74, and then it goes to pot, then we know. And we know what happened.
Squirtle.
Canada Dry makes a decent ginger ale. So, all right, Ricky, going back a ways in the stream, we were talking about the availability of different sodas, and there was quite a bit of Canada Dry still on the shelf. I made some comment about the Maple Leaf. All the Canadians left, but James. And then I said it's just like the humor, something like that. But we were actually talking about the ginger ale.
Sometimes I work on things like this, and then I think maybe I'm not as good at the stuff as I think I am.
Hey, Squirtle has joined us.
Squirtle.
Why did this appear when I searched my name? When you searched your name, where? This is like the place for Pokemons.
This is where we want to be the very best.
Huh?
This is where we want to be.
Squirtle's in the chat. So it is now 5:44, which brings us into the tell a story about Xander when he was a baby segment of the show.
I love these. They always end up with him pooping.
Oh, the look that I just got. Yeah, in the YouTube search. I don't know. It's because this show is awesome, and everybody should end up here eventually. This show is always off the rails, which is the way I like it. Sometimes we're over here. Sometimes we're over here. Who knows? I don't.
Puppet Farms remembers.
Oh, is Martin leaving? Oh, yeah, Martin is out. I am off to bed. Take care, guys. Nice seeing you again. Ditto. Hope sometime you make it back stateside and we can hang out again.
Bonne soirée, mon ami.
Mike said I can't seem to unsub again. No, it's only a one-time thing. When we're there, Rails. Wait, is this some sort of talk show? It is. This is Project Talk with James and Glenn. And generally what we do is we spend 2 hours every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time just talking about projects that we're working on. Sometimes like James is working on a project there. I am testing out a brand new filament, 3D printing filament that isn't even available to the public yet because I am so awesome and I get it ahead of time. But yeah, we usually just talk about different projects. Most of the time I talk about my other YouTube channel, which is, I would still put it in the up and coming category, but regardless, yeah. And then sometimes I just go off on a tangent, and a lot of times I will mention White Castle because I love me some White Castle. So cool. I happen to have one too, but it's not on my channel. You have a talk show, but it's not on your YouTube channel.
That's what I say.
Well, I have a talk show that's like super successful, but it's usually just like me talking to myself during the day when nobody else is around.
But you
The
think
conversations are always very plentiful.
you are the fun king.
I am the fun king, and I can do whatever I want. Zach hates when I say that.
Because it's true.
Like I'll like slide through a stop sign, or maybe not go the exact speed limit.
Nobody speeds.
And then he's like, "You're breaking the law," and I go, "No, I'm the fun king. I can do whatever I want." Ricky said, "I'll not eat White Castle or Crystals anymore ever." That is sad. Except for it's just more White Castle for me. I can't say that I would ever eat Crystals again. Crystals.
It's all the same stuff.
Oh, it is not.
They're identical.
You shut your mouth.
Exactly the same. If anything, White Castle is actually Crystal Light.
I don't like you anymore, James.
You didn't like me to begin with. You're just looking for an excuse.
All right, so now that James is no longer part of this...
I don't have to deal with that nerd anymore, Kay. Oh. That's awkward.
Success is measured by Coke Zero consumption.
Oh, I win then. I was consuming, as my doctor said, too much Coke Zero.
Well, as the doctor just said, I'm not drinking enough water, is what he said. So, which, like, Uncle Ron gave me this cool tumbler, which I would show you, except for I got cords running across my lap. But Uncle Ron gave me this cool tumbler, and I fill that thing up every day and consume at least one of those a day. And so he's like, "You're not drinking enough water." And I'm like, "Well, I drink this much water every day." And he's like, "Drink 3 of those."
I didn't realize it was a freaking competition.
Mark said, "Wow, did this channel just split?" Yes, next week this will be Project Talk with Glenn, and then James will have on his channel Project Talk with James. But he'll just use the regular background and just like Photoshop out my name.
Dare to dream.
Sorry, I was having a conversation with the camera crew back there.
How'd that go for you?
It's usually a lot of just me talking to myself and dumb looks coming from the other side. So
that sounds about right from what I know.
Just put an X over it, James. Just like cross out the.
But I do something like that. If you're implying that I'm doing something in paint right now.
Oh.
I've got this. I've got this. Don't worry about it. I'll land on my feet. I always do. I'm James freaking Cameron.
You'll be fine. Your viewership would probably go up once I was gone. Plus, you'd have a lot more screen to put stuff on. You don't get much screen when there's more than one person on here.
Watch this. I just gotta put this up real quick. You'll get a kick out of it. I'm just gonna turn my camera off for a second.
Okay.
And then I never come back. KK, I don't have to deal with that nerd anymore. Let's do that.
That annoying American's finally gone out of my life. So we'll just run the rest of the stream like this. a full screen of James's camera being blacked out. Now, if you could just leave that up like that. What would be really awesome is if you said that to be your background and then actually had you moving up in the corner. But yeah, if you can figure out how to do that and talk to yourself.
I talk to myself all the time, anyways. This is nothing new.
That'd be brilliant.
We do have fun, though. We don't we?
Absolutely, we do.
We have fun with the king in glorious 3 dimensions.
Well, we have 27 current watchers and 19 thumbs up, and somebody was kind enough to give us a thumbs down. We appreciate the interaction.
Joke's on you, it all helps.
The joke's on you, it doesn't even matter. Oh, I wanna tell a story too, because I like telling stories. So I watch a lot of automotive related YouTube, But so I came across this guy's channel who is putting a Cummins diesel engine in a Ford, and so I was watching his series, and I don't know, the videos were fine. It had good content in there, but he would the way he would edit the videos, like he would do like 3 seconds of time lapse, like speed it up for 3 seconds, and then he would say something, so it would go back to regular. It would go back to regular speed, and then it would go back to time lapse again, which would have been fine. But he put music over the time lapse, so it was just like the first 3 seconds of some song, like, and it was like just like beeps and clicks. And then it would go back to him talking, and it was so annoying. And then, like 4 episodes in, he started to use a modem synchronization sound, and like, for no reason, like just thrown in there, and it was so super annoying. So I commented, and I just said, "Hey, I love the content; it's great content, but the way the music is and the modem sounds is really annoying." And like 3 or 4 weeks later, he commented back and said, "Everybody's entitled to an opinion." And I'm like, "Yep, here's my opinion. Unsub." I mean, does he not know who he's talking to?
The king
I run a very successful YouTube channel.
Oh, Glenn.
My internet keeps cut off when I say what's under Diglett. It's a filter that I have on the channel that doesn't like the word Diglett. I don't even know what a Diglett is.
It's another Pokemon.
Is it?
Hey, it's Shenanigans. The man, myth, the legend.
I'm sweaty. Oh, you must have walked outside for at least a half a second. Bob Carnes, can I get the name of that successful channel? Yes, sir. It's Fun King Garage. That would be youtube.com/Fun King Garage. Amazing. Every video on there is amazing.
Now, there is a bug in place right now where the view count and sub count is currently not properly displayed, but just go ahead and subscribe anyways, and you'll be one of literally millions of people who are or are not watching that content.
I would say that we probably have, I don't know, at least tens of hours of video recorded. It's actually probably a lot more than that. I don't know if I told this story. Of course, now that sounds nearly even funnier. But like I had the GoPro, in fact, 2 of them, just kind of running on me while I was out there working, and And so I had made the comment to Sean about how the batteries go dead so fast. And he's like, well, you don't have to record all of it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. What if something epic happens? You know, like I want the cameras running. And he's like, but that's a lot of footage. And I'm like, it's fine. You can you can sift through it and figure out the good stuff. And the look on his face. Like, what? You don't want to watch 10 hours of me over there, like turning wrench? Tens of subscribers. No, well over 100. It's like 180 subscribers, and like tens of videos, or just one in a channel trailer. But whatever. Who's this Fun King Garage guy? 4 months since his last video. Has it really been 4 months? That's pretty crazy. So that channel has it has taken many a turns, but
none of them good.
What's that?
None of them good.
No, well, one of them was going to be spectacular. Just it didn't pan out, so that's fine. But the big project that is going to be what kicks off everything is putting the Cummins motor in my Ford truck. So yeah, see, now if I would have had the GoPro on my forehead, you know, the forehead GoPro or the chest GoPro to catch the look on his face, that would have been good. There will be content. Oh, there is content. We just have to kind of figure out a shooting schedule and actually make it worth watching. You know, Sean, I didn't think about. I should have been recording the whole entire trailer project. People could have seen me happy to use poor 15 paint. I got a sponsor ticker shout out. Oh yeah, did that back a few minutes ago.
I was looking
Looks
for
like we are rolling up into Jesse's neck.
Okay,
we are above the shoulder line.
So I want to try and make a boot disc for that Macintosh SE. And I don't know if it's the 800K version or the 1.4 4 meg version because they did both. I guess I can maybe guess by the manufacturing date.
That poor 15 is good stuff. It was good stuff last night.
1 meg of RAM and two 800K drives. Well, that sucks.
Dubbed out acid. Anybody use Idea Maker here? Tom Llama is a big idea maker. Is that the one that he uses?
I think so.
But I haven't seen him pop in here today. So he was trying to convince me to use it. I downloaded it, installed it, and never dove into it because Prussia's slicer works just fine for me. Brian, a Fummins, yay! I feel the same way about it. Is poor 15 cheaper than bourbon? Probably not. It was $60 for a quart. So, but yeah, Brian, I got a 2006 Dodge Donor that is giving me its Cummins engine to go into my 08 Ford F450. And it's so far, it's been a really fun project. And I mean, you guys are going to get to come along through that project when it happens. The reason that we're not doing it like real time is because if something goes wrong, I don't want that out on YouTube. I only want perfect projects to be shown. I'm making that up. I don't ever care if stuff. In fact, I kind of look forward to stuff going wrong. It's way more fun. But yeah, I've been collecting parts. I have the majority of the parts that I need. In the process of collecting parts, however, I have misplaced my collection of money. So, you know. Yeah, did I tell the story last week about calling diesel conversion specialists? I had said to him, I said, I have a quote from you guys and I would like to trade some money for some parts. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, that's a good deal. You betcha. Oh, Sean said, sorry, I missed a couple of things in there. Sean and Uncle Ron have a conversation going, and Sean said, I have ideas. And Uncle Ron said, good ones. I always have good ideas. And then Sean's like, that's a terrible idea. Yeah, it's we have now four GoPros and enough accessories to mount them like everywhere. The problem is the batteries do go dead in them real quick. So your camera just went gray for a second. I'm actually working on getting some adapters for my DeWalt battery packs to run the GoPros. I mean, it's not an amazing it's an adapter for the DeWalt battery pack that lets you plug something USB into it, but we should be able to get some better runtime off of them then. I'm sad now. My Gatorade's gone.
It's okay. You only got 27 minutes left.
I have how long?
27 minutes left till the stream's over.
And this still says I got 40 minutes of print time. Gosh, that thing better be wrong. Reach up into Jesse's neck. Well, I guess chest. I don't know. I wish I could zoom in on that a little bit better, but 24/7 Hinky said, good evening. Am I watching the right show? I see 3D printing. Well, that's because somebody duped me into it. You see, David from Printed Solid sent over this super special secret gift, which turned out to be a prototype roll of PETG, and I couldn't just leave it sit around. We had to print something. He originally told me I couldn't open it or that I couldn't share it until next week, but he did give me the clearance to do it, and so there we are printing some premium Jesse PETG. So that's pretty exciting. Uncle Ron said, just put an APC 1500 on your belt. That's what I need, more weight. And I have Kino floss and flags coming in so we can film the movie version. Why are you printing a dog? Don't you have a knife rack? You know, I'm tired of printing your stuff and then you telling me that it's wrong. I printed him 2 nice knife holders and he's like, oh, they're the wrong size. I have to change them.
Classic shenanigans.
I know. I wasn't going to print your knife holders out of these out of this amazing new prototype filament. Like you ever wrap up on time. I have to today though, because I got to feed the children. The wife is out, and the children get hangry. So you just need to hire a product designer. Yeah, I printed Sean 2 of the knife racks, but they were too tight, so I don't have sloppy tolerances on my printer. Everything is very close. And have to help me hang wood on this wall. Hang this wood wall. Oh, you want help lifting stuff? I'm so tired. Wife went out for lottery tickets a few hours ago. She's out hanging out with friends. Domino's delivery. Oh my gosh, Domino's. Ugh. I can't do Domino's. I can't do Papa John's anymore. They both make me just sick to my stomach. Feed the children to a gator. It's a one and done scenario. Oh. What? I'm not a child. You are a child. I'm not a child. Therefore, don't feed me to the alligator. And I've absolutely been down the rabbit hole of watching Adventures with a Purpose YouTube channel. I never thought that I would sit and watch an hour-long video of a guy picking up garbage off the bottom of a river, but it's really cool to see some of the stuff they find, and then watching them float cars and getting them out of the river. Sean said, "You're 14. You're a child."
I'm not a child.
And he's almost 15,
Yeah.
but he's still a child.
I'm not a child.
He's going to be a child with broken legs if he doesn't get all that junk off his desk that I told him to.
Jesus.
I got to watch that live.
Ow.
So he's over there with his VR headset on, and he's flipping his arms around like he's trying to do one of those TikTok dances or something, and just absolutely wailed my paper printer, which is a mammoth, like a mammoth laser printer. So aging is mandatory, maturing is voluntary. Oh, nice.
Well, I didn't think I would have this much trouble finding an image for the boot disc on this old Mac, but
this old Mac, he played. Oh, Uncle Ron said Xander should make dinner for all of you, except for then we would either be hungry or dead.
Give me your bank account.
The only thing that Xander knows how to make is chicken nuggets in the air fryer. Yeah, there you go. Sean said chicken nuggets for all. Well, I mean, like the thing is we did Chinese last night, and I have plenty of Chinese food left over. I could eat that, but the kids aren't much on leftovers.
Give me your phone and I can order pizza.
You're not ordering pizza.
You told me to make dinner.
I'll order pizza. Give me some money.
No, that's why.
How much money you got?
I don't know.
None.
No, I have money.
You have no money.
No, I have money.
No, I took it all away.
Oh, well, then I have no money.
story checks out.
I have the secret drug money that you don't know about. That's a secret and you don't know.
It's not a secret now. You ran your mouth about it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's another show that I've gotten hooked on too. It's on Saturday nights on Nat Geo. It's called To Catch a Smuggler, and they show all the different ways that people try to smuggle stuff in and out of the U.S. It is amazing what they go through to hide, contraband, and yet they still find it. I mean, I'm sure some of it gets through, but we don't know that because they didn't find it. This dog is so tall. All right, now it says 28 minutes, but we only have 20 minutes. And I don't know if it really is going any faster. Should I up it again?
It's up to you.
I went to what, 110? I'm gonna go to 120. And I just realized that my camera over there is actually still plugged in. I didn't even know that thing still worked. I might have to get that hooked back up. Except for I don't 3D print anything anymore, so. Yeah, I don't know if that actually went any faster either, but. I watched live on the interstate because traffic was stopped. Cops were pulling the tires off a car because there was drugs in them. Oh, absolutely.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Dub Dot asks, does this new blue Jesse PLA have a name yet? Yeah, it is Bold Blue. Yeah, Bold Blue. Jesse Premium PETG Bold Blue. Not regular blue. Bold.
Because if you can be one thing, it should be bold.
My carpets are sliding around.
TMI. I like throwing out TMI after people say the most like innocuous thing that has like nothing inappropriate in it.
What's that?
I like throwing out TMI when people say like the most random thing, like, "Oh, my kid had a fever last night." TMI.
Ellen King said bald blue? No.
I have a stack of old Mac discs here. I wonder if there's a boot disc stuck in here somewhere. Somebody at work donated a bunch to me. Wouldn't that be something?
That would be. Dub does say, ooh, nice. I didn't realize it was PETG. It's brand new. It's not even on the market yet. This is one of the first rolls out. Looks like less than orange to me. Yeah, well, it looks like less than Fun King 3D yellow too. But it was quite fun to get a gift of filament that wasn't yellow. I have so much yellow. But see, I want Dave to become the official provider of Fun King 3D yellow PETG with a matching PLA. Sean said, I wish I could still donate filament to people. So do I. It pains me. It pains me to have to buy a roll now. Well, actually, now you can still get PLA. You can't get PETG yet, but very soon, David said. Maybe he didn't say very soon. Maybe he just said soon, but you know. Take that for what it's worth.
Well, that wasn't a system disc. It spat it right back out.
This dog like 8 feet tall? It's getting, I think it's at the collar now. Yeah. I guess a little bit above it, but.
So the funny part is the collection of discs that he sent me, this guy gave me, there is a System 7 original Macintosh install disc there, and he stuck another label over it and formatted it. So I can see through the label, the original System 7 label, and he's just written Macintosh on the top of it, and it was not a boot disc. So, Annie, are you okay?
Uncle Ron said, I think Dave should call that color Fun King Yellow and really confuse people.
I agree. That would be hilarious.
Dub said, I'm glad to see Print and Solid growing so much. Ditto. I have the same feelings. Oh, I have a cat. I'm sorry. Is there something in your chair? I'll move that. And then I'll move you. I don't know if I can get her on camera, but looks like it cords. Don't look over there. Don't look at the printer. You're not climbing up on the printer. She's not really up on camera. You got to put your head up or people can't see you through the name. Now our views will go up because we have cat butt.
It's a cat butt.
Glenn Hogue said, I have the Jesse Bold Blue in PLA. Did that come in the? Yes, it did, because I have it as well. In the Jesse filament box. No, you can't take my seat, turd. That's where I'm sitting.
I know you're talking to the cat, but I like to pretend you're talking to Xander.
So as soon as I got up, she has to switch seats. I'm just curious how close those two are. That is really, really, really close. Because generally your PLAs and your PETGs don't match exactly just because of the materials. But hey, can you I guess I'm sitting over here now. She's my favorite out of the three cats, but don't tell the other two. You're on the milking stool now. No, luckily, because this used to be a father and son channel, I have 2 of these lovely chairs to sit on. So the cat isn't a turd, it's a turd factory. Well, her nickname is Shithed, pronounced exactly the way it's spelled, Shitheid. Shithed. You're going to fall off of that chair. Yes, you're going to fall off. Yeah, she's fun. She's the one that plays fetch. The real secret is that none of the cats like you. Oh, I have to go cry myself to sleep on my huge pillow now. Hello, Big Jano. I call my son that sometimes. I see that I have 2 spools of Bold Blue PLA. I bought a roll around Verf last year and got one in the Jesse Box subscription. Ron, Shithed and Fart Generator. Yes, definitely go check out fartgenerator.com. The other 2 heard you and are peeing in your shoes as we speak. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't switch this back. Sorry, I took you off camera. You're tiny now.
No.
You're a good baby, aren't you? You're a good baby. Whoa, you're going to fall. You're going to fall and you're going to take the camera cord down with you when you go. All right, so it looks like we have 11 minutes, and this is claiming it's got 21 minutes of print time left. So it doesn't look like we're going to finish, so you will have to tune in next week. I actually timed my prints out like that on purpose.
You have to return next week, or else we're not returning the town.
You have to return next week to see. How long ago did Jesse PLA come in an individual box? I found one yesterday. That would have been back when IC3D was making it. I can't even open my filament cabinet because I have so much filament piled in front of the cabinet. So, brown box like this with a printed solid sticker on it. Is this stream over yet? But yeah, that was so Earth last year. No, Earth 19, because there wasn't one last year. Earth 19. David had the extruder line already set up. So the ones that came in the individual box, unless he was shipping them in the individual box still after that, he would have to confirm that. I think that I got that particular roll. In fact, I know I got that particular roll at Earth 18. And it's still unopened. That's how much filament I have and how little printing I do anymore. Big Down said, I just found 2 unopened rolls of filament in my closet today. That's always fun, like when you're digging around, you're like, oh, I didn't know I had that color. The Kappa Cat style, stop the print now? No. You're just going to have to tune in next week to know. Actually, let's talk about next week because there won't be a stream next week.
No stream?
It's a holiday weekend, and I will be out of the towns. I'm going to put on my going to town shirt and get out of here.
Well, that is your prerogative.
So you guys will have to wait 2 weeks to find out how the print went.
I may also be missing the week after that because I have to do a trip to get my mother-in-law, and I think for this one I may be going all the way to this to like we meet halfway, but I think this is going to be all the way there and all the way back this time. So I will keep you posted.
Yeah, well, and ditto. I'll keep everybody posted as far as next week, but time-wise, because we're coming back on Sunday, but I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be too late. I don't think we'll be back until after we would normally stream. So, but Glenn, you hate meeting people. I didn't say I was going to meet anybody. I just said I was putting on my going to town shirt and getting out of here. It doesn't mean there'll be people on the other end. Yeah, I didn't think about that until this moment. I mean, I'd been thinking about the trip, but not that it would affect the stream. So it will be the James and James show next week. Yeah, and then haha, jokes on you guys because it sounds like it'll be the Glenn and Glenn show the next week. I know we'll figure it out, James. Because if you wanna, it's not a holiday there for you, right? Next weekend.
Yeah, so I'll see what's going on and how projects are coming together, and go from there. I won't commit to anything just yet because I hate to lie.
Yeah, because for the next weekend, I mean, I can always get a guest host or.
I'm easily replaceable. I know.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you very quickly replaced the last two guys. What's the difference to me?
That's true. That's true.
Maybe I'll see if those two guys are available.
Get the old crew back together.
It's funny because we've joked around about just randomly doing that, like having just one episode just pop in somewhere. His going to town shirts chainmail with 4-foot spikes attached to keep the public back. So again, the whole going to town shirt is a reference from Vice Grip Garage. I mean, I know that other people have used that, but Derek from Vice Grip Garage uses that all the time, and it always makes me laugh. So
this one says system folder on it. Maybe that's the. Yep.
The band's getting back together.
Guess what? I just tossed a random disk in that said games and said system folder underneath it, and it's booted up and running now.
Awesome. Sean said, it won't be I'll be in Clearwater. Well, it wasn't going to be you anyway. Gosh.
If both floppy drives work. Yep.
So 5 minutes left.
And who would have thought I'd be the most successful one today? Your stuff's not going to finish, and actually that's not true. I failed.
It's so funny because neither did the Benchy coming off the FK1 that time.
I can see if this original Macintosh mouse works, and it does.
So while we're winding down this last few minutes, I want to remind everybody again that Orlando Maker Faire is coming up. And I can never remember if it's the 12th and 13th or the 13th and 14th. I think it's the 12th and 13th of November at the Orlando Central Florida Fairgrounds. The Central Florida Fairgrounds. In fact, if you're planning on going today or tomorrow, would be a great time to buy your tickets because they're 35% off. So good time there. If you are attending, whether you're a 3D printing person or not, we don't care. If you are attending and you want to join us for Farts, which is the Florida area rep talking supper that takes place on Saturday night at the local Golden Corral, because you go for the farts and you leave with the poops. It's a good time. We generally have anywhere from about 12 to 20 people, and we have a good time. I don't know how it's going to be now with COVID, if they're I don't know. I don't know how it'll be, but we'll figure it out. What else? Oh, I'm not exhibiting, but I will be there. I will be there as Fun King. I will be hanging out at the 3D Gloop booth, which I'd tell you where it is, but we don't know yet. I'll be hanging out with the Andrews from 3D Gloop. If you're looking for pictures or autographs, that's probably the best place to find me. Please do not swarm me when I'm walking the show. It still makes me laugh when I say that. Also, there's a lot of things. Robot Ruckus is their version of the BattleBots. Is Mitch still in here? I haven't seen him post in a little bit. I'm curious to know if they're going to be there. Wear your crown. Yeah, it's actually right here. But yeah, the Robot Ruckus is fun. Pictures are $5 a piece. The Power Wheels racing is pretty amazing to see as well. It's just overall, it's a really good time. They put on a really good maker fair. In fact, the Orlando Maker Fair ruined New York Maker Fair for me. Like, I enjoy Orlando's Maker Fair more than I enjoyed New York Maker Fair. Which you can't even go to the New York one anymore because they don't do that. So, how much do you charge for autographs? I just keep their pen. I make them provide the pen and then I keep it.
Seems like a fair trade.
Yeah, it's put on by Maker Effects, which is a nonprofit organization. They actually do also run a maker space in the Orlando area, which is pretty cool. Yep, good bunch of people over there. We have a good time. I like to promote it because I like people to go. Gainesville Maker Fair was fun too, but they stopped doing that. They just couldn't work it out. So hopefully that'll come back around at some point too. Sean said Mitch told me he was coming, didn't say anything about the bots event. So no, I'm not going to say that. I kind of had a conversation with Mitch too, but I just wasn't sure that he was coming. So, Uncle Ron said, I'll be down a couple days early. We can build your royal pallet. And Sanders, Zach, Sean, and I can carry you around the venue. Oh my God, that would be hysterical. But no. I still would love to do like a exhibit at Murph or Earth where I don't have a table. It's just like a series of 4. What's the word I'm looking for? The chair that the king sits in, the throne, and not a toilet throne, like regular thrones. Two like his and hers, king and queen, and then the 2 boys. And then have it as just a photo studio where people could come up and take pictures in it. But Builders Mark said, "Can I post Orlando link?" Yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe you just carry me around in the FK1, Ron. I'll just sit in the FK1, and you guys could carry that.
I'm just over here flipping floppies into here because the guy gave me a box of old Mac discs and he's like, just format them, use them for whatever. So now I'm like, I have a software library for this thing I wasn't even thinking about. I just played Missile Command on it.
Nice. So yeah, there Mark posted up the link for the Maker Faire Orlando site. It is their tickets go through Eventbrite. And again, I think the sale ends. It either ends on the 31st or the 1st. But if you're planning to go and you want to save some dough on the tickets, that's the way to do it. And if you're only going to make it one day or the other, shoot for Saturday. It just seems to be a better day. I mean, it's more busy, but because everybody is so pumped to be there. By Sunday, everybody's exhausted. Plus, then you can hang out and go to farts. Also, if you are into 3D printing and you're coming and you don't know what 3D Gloop is, definitely come by and see us over at the 3D Gloop table. and the Andrews will tell you all about the amazing 3D gloop that is used. In fact, I have multiple bottles sitting around. They will tell you about the amazing 3D gloop that is used for gluing or adhesiving your PLA or PETG or ABS. Well, that bottle's gone off, but yeah, it's good stuff. They're good guys. I love hanging out with those guys. So I don't know what's going on here. Oh, yes. So good time will be had by all. Well, it is now 6:32.
We've put in an extra minute because I think we started 1 minute late today.
Well, this, and sometimes it lies, but it claims that there's only 7 minutes left. But I really want to make everybody have to wait for the 2 weeks.
Guarantees more views, right?
That's right. Guarantees these people are all going to come back. I mean, the content doesn't do that for us. The prints might as well. Oh. You got anything that you want to plug?
New print and play video on Thursday on the main channel. New video on print and play retrospectives after that, in case we don't stream next week. In case I don't stream next week, you've already established you will not. So if you're not subscribed to print and play retrospective, get subscribed to print and play retrospective.
Do we have the link for that one in the description?
I am unsure.
I have a whole bunch of links for you, but that one I do not have. I've got your merch, your Twitter, your Patreon, and your regular channel. So put that in the comments in the chat.
I will do that right now.
Glenn Hogo said, "Do you think Florida's COVID problem will be resolved by November?" Probably not. Without going political, Floridians, we're a bunch of idiots. If you guys haven't figured that out.
Money.com worked.
Woo. If you ever want to have a good read, just Google Florida Man.
Florida Man and then your birthday.
Xander said Florida Man and your birthday. I will tell you, Florida Man is not one man; it's all of them. And there's some good stories there to be had. But look at you changing accounts and stuff.
That was just the one that was already logged in.
So I think it was just last week that I teased a little bit because I love to lay out teasers that I do have a new piece of equipment coming, but I wasn't 100% sure on it. I am now 100% sure that it is on its way. I have a tracking number for it, so there will be some content generated off of that piece of equipment, which is pretty exciting. And then without giving anything away, I have a production level piece of equipment that I purchased for the swap that I'm doing on Fun King Garage. That turns out they 3D print the enclosure for it. So I am working on possibly either just getting some information from them or maybe even having an interview session with them, just to find out how they're using 3D printing in a production environment, which is amazing. I mean, it's a really nice print. I'd like to know what they're using for filament and what kind of machine and stuff. So that will be up and coming. Oh, Sean, don't tell Uncle Ron to call you. Every time he calls you, you're like, "Oh my God, Uncle Ron called me." No, just kidding. Let's start all kinds of fights. Otherwise, I do have a MakerBox video coming up. I'm hoping to run through like a whole bunch of this filament through this week, and in 2 weeks, I will let you guys know how it is. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to plug. Don't forget Orlando Maker Fair. It's amazing. I think that's all I got.
Same, bro.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as I say every week, thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in and watching our antics for 2 hours. We appreciate all of you being here. We appreciate those of you who threw down the super chats, which today was Robbie Mack and Builder Mark. It's always appreciated. It definitely, it's the only thing that drives me anymore. It's just cash. I mean, you know, do be on the watch for some content coming on Fun King Garage, because I promise you it really is coming. I know I keep saying that, but we really have been recording stuff. So yeah, Big Jano, thank you for being here. Please, Sundays, every Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At this point, always right here on Fun King 3D, even though I've offered this over to James and he's like, no way, I don't want my subscribers.
I don't need that train wreck.
Yeah, I don't want my subscribers to have to deal with that. But thank you all for being here. We love each and every one of you. Without you, these streams would be senseless to do. It would just be James and I talking to each other, and we don't even like one another. So
True.
Thank you guys. We'll see you, I guess, most likely not next week, but the week after. James may do something next week. Who knows?
We'll just see how things go, but we will see you again eventually.
Eventually. Thank you guys, and until next time, as always,
Print on.